All right. How y'all doing tonight? It's your girl, Linkie Love here. And here is another segment of Let's Talk Relationships with Linkie Love. So, as we get ready to close out the month of February, the month of love, I'm really thinking about doing this a little bit more, but this is my last talk for February, and we'll see what March brings. But tonight's topic is one that I have been talking about, preaching, teaching, if you will, myself for the past couple years. And I think that within the last year, I truly have learned what it is to love yourself. Self-love, that's what I'm talking about. 1985, Whitney Houston came out with this song called The Greatest Love of All. This song was very popular because I remember I sang it a couple times myself. I sang it for my god brother's graduation party. I remember singing it at school when I was at St. Mary's Catholic School in Port Arthur, Texas. I remember me, and I think it was me and Sonia Rose. Shout out to Sonia Rose. We sang this song for something we were having at school. So I'm a kid singing these lyrics. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride, okay? Self-love. Now, what does this have to do with relationships? I'm glad you asked. You got to love yourself first. I know everybody's searching for a hero, right? People need someone to look up to. But people will fail you. People are people. They got their own stuff too. Everything that we're looking for in someone else, we should possess inside of us. I think too often other songs tell us how we're incomplete without having somebody in our lives. Society tells us that we have to be married by a certain age, have children by a certain age. If we're not dating, what's wrong with us? Something's going on. Something's wrong if you're not dating. How about you just trying to figure out what you need for yourself, and your dating pool that seems to be out there is not worthy of anybody to have your time and your love, right? In this past year, I've discovered a lot of stuff about myself. Reflecting on past relationships, of course, I'm playing the victim. They did me like this. They did me like that. And I had to look at it. I allowed myself to go through some stuff. I saw the red flags and I thought, well, maybe they'll go away. Maybe I can fix them. You can't fix people. You can't change people. People are going to change if they want to change, when they want to change. And if they're changing and doing something just for you, that is a red flag, okay? The best love is self-love. When you get into a relationship with someone and you don't love yourself, that relationship is going to be hell. I can tell you, because you're constantly looking for that validation. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? You cheating on me? You cheating on me? What's going on? It's a constant ball of anxiety. Now, granted, I know we have our love languages, which that's another topic I could talk about. But we have our love languages, and words of affirmation is a love language, and that's different. That's different. Yes, I like to hear you say you love me, so I know that you do. But that still doesn't mean that I don't love myself and I'm not giving myself the love that I need. Your love is just a great addition to what I already got for me, okay? So make certain that before we get into another relationship, we're not looking for this person to fill a void in us. We need to fill that void with ourselves. It can be really lonely, Whitney Houston tells us in her song, when we're looking for something and we don't find it. And so it makes us depressed. We can't go through depression. Some people hate being single because they don't have that companion, that person that basically affirms all these things to make them feel loved. But if you feel this love for yourself, it'll help with some of those depressive symptoms that you have. And how do I love myself? What do I do? For one, taking time to heal. When I've gotten out of a bad relationship, instead of jumping into another relationship, I can love myself enough to heal, to fill my own void, to make certain that that space in my heart is occupied by all the love that I have for myself before I try to meet someone else. Because if it's not healed, I'll meet another red flag person, and then I'm going through this whole cycle again. And then I'll meet another red flag person, then I'm going through this whole cycle. I done been there, child. I already know. Okay, so self-love, taking time to heal. Taking time to enjoy your own company. I found myself taking myself out to eat, working out, listening to music, just doing these things with myself that I would enjoy doing with someone else. Would I love some company? Heck yeah. But you know what? I don't want just any company. I don't want to be chasing somebody to come hang out with me just so I have somebody. Then that'll make me feel worse. It's like, well, they, hanging out with me because of pity. I don't need your pity. I can do this by myself. It'd be great to have somebody, but I don't need you to hang out with me. I can do this for me. Okay? Self-love is eating a healthy diet. Some of y'all follow my other talks and vlogs I have. I'm in this Biggest Loser challenge. I love it. I wish we were doing it all year. I can appreciate the accountability. I can appreciate the sisterhood. We're talking to each other. And for the most part, this is something that I am doing for myself. They're not making me eat right. I'm eating right. I'm doing everything that I need to do for me. And it feels good. It feels really good putting some good stuff in your body. Spirituality. Spending time with God, the creator universe, positive things, ancestors, whatever your thing is. Taking time to spend time with it in nature, going outside, smelling the roses, right? I know in Texas right about now, tomorrow it is summer. Yesterday it was winter, ain't no telling when spring coming. But when you can get some good sunshine and some good weather, go sit outside, feel those sun rays. Walk in the grass, with your shoes off. Listen to the birds chirp, even the wind blowing, those things. All of that is spirit, the creator. Take time to meditate, to just listen. If we ever have questions about anything, the answers are there. All we have to do is sit still and listen, and it'll come to us right here, right? We'll hear it right here. So those are some things you can do for self-love. Not taking crap off of people too. Not dealing with stuff that you don't want to deal with just because you don't want to be alone. Self-love is important. As you learn to love yourself, you will find that it is the greatest love of all. Thank you, Whitney Houston. Didn't know that's what you was talking about in 85. 2022, I got you. All right, so this has been another segment of Let's Talk Relationships with your girl, Linkie Love. Y'all have a good night.